Hello everyone, welcome back, and you're in the kitchen today. I'm going to be showing you how to make monkey bread or pull apart bread. This is a sticky sweet bread that can be used for breakfast or dessert, and it is super simple to make. So let's get started. Here I have 2 sets of flour, 1 set for baking, 1 set for rolling. I also have some sugar, some yeast, salt, some crushed walnuts, and this is optional. I also have some butter and some cinnamon powder and also some extra sugar. Here I'm adding a little bit of flour into the sugar. I'm also going to be adding the yeast, and I like to use warm water to proof the yeast, guys, because it rises faster. So I'll just give it a mix and set it aside for 5 minutes. Now into the mixer bowl, here I'm going to be adding some flour, and this is 2 cups of flour, guys. I'm also adding some butter. And don't you forget to check the description box below. I'll have all the ingredients and measurements below there. I'm using the paddle here now, and I'm going to mix the flour and butter together just so that I get a nice crumbly texture. Now I'm adding a little bit of salt. I'm also adding the walnut and give it a good mix. Use the spatula, making sure that the mixture does not stick to the bottom of the pan. Now I'm going to add the bloomed yeast. And at this time I did change from the paddle to the hook. And the hook is going to be doing all the kneading for me, guys. After mixing for about 3 minutes, I'm adding half of the cup of flour that was there. I'm going to be using all this flour in here, but I like to use a little at a time. Making sure that this mix well. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to add the other half of the flour. You want to knead this not too high speed, let's say like medium high, and you want to knead this for like 3 to 4 minutes. After the kneading is finished, you know you get a good texture when it doesn't stick to your finger. So onto a lightly floured surface, I'm going to place the dough onto this surface and knead just for about 2 minutes. I'll now form a nice dough ball and place it into a greased dish. And set this aside with a piece of cling wrap over for about 1 hour or until the dough doubles in size. After the dough has been doubled in size, here I'm going to remove the cling wrap flour the surface again and just place the dough right here. This is a very soft textured dough. And at this time, guys, we're not really looking for smoothness here. We're just looking to get some nice little pieces, all right? Roll it out just like so. Now I'm going to be using my my pizza cutter, and I'm going to cut into small pieces. I'll also go back and cut these small pieces into halves again, just so that I get smaller pieces. Now I'm going to be mixing the cinnamon powder along with some brown sugar and place them into the bigger dish. Now I'm going to roughly roll the dough and place them into the sugar and cinnamon powder. And you can also use a Ziploc bag if you want. Guys, I just like the flour. I just love to have my hands up in there. So you can roll them or you can just squeeze them like this. It's okay. Just make sure that you coat them well. Every piece is well coated. Here I'm adding some cinnamon powder and sugar at the bottom of the pan. And you must use a pan like this, guys, just so that you would get the shape. I'll repeat the same with the rest and just put them into the pan. And what I want to say to you guys, you don't have to use the sugar and cinnamon at the bottom of the pan. You can just add some dark brown sugar so that when you finish baking, you would already have that glaze. But I just love cinnamon, so I prefer to do mine this way. It's okay, you can do it how you want to do yours. Once all of this is done, I'm going to just add a little bit more of sugar and cinnamon powder over the dough. Set aside to raise for 20 minutes. At this time, my oven is set to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And I did bake my monkey bread for 25 minutes. Sorry I did not get to show you how I upturned it, but I did place a plate over the pan and upturn. This is just one way of showing you how you can glaze your bread. I did add some milk and some powdered sugar, and before you know it, I was eating. Guys, I could not have resisted this. So here I was picking, but this wasn't the end results for me. I just went in and I add some maple syrup just so that I would get the glaze over this bread. And let me tell you, now that this monkey bread is finished, every piece of dough is coated with sugar and cinnamon. And when you want to serve this monkey bread, you do not use a knife. You let everyone take whatever piece they want. So this is my monkey bread, guys, and if you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, press that subscribe button and also the notification bell, and leave me a comment. Don't you forget to check the description box below, and thank you for coming in the kitchen with Lynn. I will see you in my next video.